Both
Your
on.
hair looks beautiful today.
So does yours.
Cute. I've been really trying hard.
We weren't complaining about our hair or anything.
We don't like washing our hair.
I see us. We're here.
Yeah. Aren't we supposed to be?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean we're on the page?
Yeah.
Okay, I see. You were trying not to jinx us.
Right. Totally. Hi, Sue. Hi, Chris. Hi, Trees. Hi, Miss Donna Sue. Valerie and Vicky Browning. We tease Vicky Browning. Vicky Browning is not allowed to be out of a bubble. However, we decided that even when she's in a bubble, she still somehow is getting hurt.
Oh.
Most recently, the ankle.
Oh my gosh. It needs to be like a bubble made of bubble wrap.
Yes.
That's what it has to be.
Exactly. Hi, Helena. Hi, Jade. Hi, Kathy.
Jade says, I hear kickback. From both of us?
No, just from me.
Oh, there you go. How'd you do that? How did you know what to do?
Because I did it. Because immediately when somebody says something, I look all over to see what's wrong.
But whatever you did just totally changed the way you sound.
Yeah.
You're like so crystal clear. I didn't even notice it was bad until you did that.
Yeah, when we are backstage, she only hears me. So we don't hear what you guys do. So thank you so much, Jade. I'm surprised Sue didn't yell at me.
Thank you, Valerie. I've been live like 3 times today, and everybody is loving this sweater. I thrifted this. It's vintage Esprit, and I spent $3 on it. It's like my pride and joy. So I wear it in a bubble so that nothing happens to it.
I don't know if you went through this, because I'm a little bit older than you, but my mom, my grandma, and my aunts used to torture me with thrift stores and garage sales.
So now you hate it?
Going through the newspaper and circling which ones were the best. It was torture. Now the fact that I'm always like, man, there's never garage sales. Or I haven't been to the thrift store for it. Just hilarious to me because it wasn't cool to get stuff from the thrift store, Mom.
Yeah, no, of course not.
It's like it's vintage.
Yeah, well, my mom is the ultimate garbage picker.
Well,
she's never not screeching over to the side of the road, making us put stuff in the back of her car. That's my whole life.
Cool stuff though, but yeah, I could just remember just me and my cousin just hating life. Because all the things we could have been doing on a Saturday, like walking 5 miles to walk around in the mall.
Yeah, that would be way more fun.
Yeah.
But my older kids especially, it's like way cooler to thrift your clothes.
Yes.
Like that's how they want to get their clothes. They love to do it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the thing now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hi, Penelope. Hi, Carolyn. I'm seeing quite a good handful of new names.
I know. I love to see it.
Hi, Tina. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Mel. And Debbie. So if you didn't know, and you happen just to be finding us by coincidence, we're here every Tuesday and Thursday at 1 o'clock.
This is where the cool kids are.
1 o'clock Pacific.
Welcome.
4 o'clock Eastern. So
yeah,
you can find us. And actually, Saturday time is a little different because that's creative hour. But you can find a live on Decoupage Queen at 3 o'clock Eastern.
We should post maybe a little schedule that's like a featured on the page. Let's do that. Writing it in my notebook.
Hi, Georgiana. My 16-year-old granddaughter loves to thrift with me for clothes. Yeah.
Aw.
Sherry. That is like the thing. So, Megan, you didn't get to see it. I sent you a picture.
Yes. Oh my gosh. That is so cool. I didn't realize you could get so delicate with it.
Yes. So you see it says family down the middle.
Yes.
So I was trying to line the family up with the middle of this, which I got, but I didn't pay attention to how much gap there was. So I put the cross on there and I was like, oh, that ends up being perfect.
It's perfect.
But yeah, look at all the detail. Every letter, everything is, you can read it all very well. So
I told Avetta today that how you were doing the same day that she put that reel out, you said, guess what I'm doing? And she couldn't believe it either. And she's wanting to do more with it. So we just placed our pen art order and I'm like, you know what? I think I better get more etching paste.
So just in case you guys didn't know, Pintart has their own glass etching. So I'm also live on my page on Monday. Did I totally lose it?
You're good.
I hit when I went like that, because you know it says I have to move my hands. I hit the mute button.
No, you never skipped a beat.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on my page, Craft and Chaos, and I'm always using Pintart because that's my go-to. So we did etching paste, which was really
she's an
fun.
original Pintart girl.
Yes,
way before I ever knew about it. Teri was all over it.
From the beginning.
Yes, L&J Goods is live on Mondays and Wednesdays, usually. Today we were live Tuesday. The past few weeks, weirdly, we've been live, like where I'm following right up with this. But there's just been weird weather stuff going on around, as you all know. Everybody's got weird weather stuff. But you can also, if you go to any of our YouTube videos, it'll tell you how to sign up for the L&J Goods text. And that reminds me that we're probably ready to get ours set up too for Decoupage Quinn. I think it's been a week.
Yeah,
adding that
so
to my notebook
we can switch it over.
Yes. So soon you'll get those notifications for us too. And I could also ask Avetta to add our schedule to the weekly newsletter if you are signed up for the newsletter. Yep.
Jackie Bates, hello. So if you are not signed up for our newsletter, if you go to, I will actually put the link in for you right now. If you go to decoupagequeen.com, scroll all the way down to the bottom on the home page, and it will say subscribe to email. Just enter in your email. But if you watch Creative Hour every Saturday, you should already be subscribed, because you got to do that in order to win a gift certificate.
Yes.
So here
we don't spam you, I promise. Only important information, like where to find us, if there's a deal, if we have a new release coming out.
Yeah, I make sure to always say that too.
Yeah.
You're not going to see an email from us every day. No. Only when there's fun, cool things happening, then there's an email. I do know, and we're very aware of, junk email. We don't do that.
Not to mention, it's real human beings writing those emails, and we don't have time to write them every day.
That's true too. You won't be spammed because nobody wants to spam you.
No, we don't have time to spam you. We don't have that kind of technology yet.
No. Hi, Leveda. Hi, Kay. So, do you guys remember we talked about Megan learning how to do fine line crackle? So she has the pot that she showed you guys, and she's going to do this all natural, though. Yeah. So what that means is she's going to apply step 1 today, and then when we come back on Thursday, today's only Tuesday, right?
Yes. Don't rush through this week.
I know.
I can't take it.
And then on Thursday, she'll put on step 2. All of our crackle, in case you guys don't know, and I'm sure some of you are going to roll your eyes, but all of our crackle is recommended to dry naturally in between steps. So step 1, let it dry naturally. Step 2. So what that usually means is like you're coming back the next day And so, the first thing everybody says to me is, I ain't got time for that. However, I challenge you guys to do at least fine line crackle that way one time.
Yes.
You love fine line crackle now. You will love it all the more when you let it go natural. I promise you.
I'll be a little worried. The only part I'm worried about is because I sealed it yesterday, so it would have a day to stay sealed. Then I'll put step 1 on today, right? And then I won't come back till Thursday, and then I put step 2 on. But as we know, I will not be here, and I'm not bringing this pot with me. So after I put step 2 on, I thought you said I have to seal it or it won't stop crackling.
You do. But here's the thing. It's so cold right now. Heat activates the cracks, right?
Okay.
So I would say, and in this amount of time, it's not like it's this thing that's just like and it's going to crack, right?
Yeah.
It happens gradually over time. That's why a lot of people push back on me like, well, I didn't ever seal mine and it's fine. It's probably fine, but it won't last.
It's not ideal.
Whenever you come back, it'll be okay, especially because of the weather, like unless it's under like the heat or something like that, it'll be fine.
There's no concern about that here in Western New York.
Okay,
so then I'll put step 2 on, and it'll be a fun experiment to see when I come back, what does it look like? Okay.
Yeah, because I'm almost going to bet that even though you let it go for 2 weeks, you're still going to want to put a little bit of heat on it just to kind of.
Yes.
In some areas, probably. But yeah.
I sealed it with the Pentart water base sealer. Is that fine?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, as long as it's sealed, that's the only way I do is dry her overnight. I let it dry overnight. Yeah, it's
good.
There's a big difference. Promise. So, hi, Lori. Okay. So, you have your stuff?
Yeah. Do you want me to do that first before you do yours, or do you want me to do it at the end?
Up to you. I have.
Ooh.
I haven't done a teapot in a long time. I know it looks funny. Bonding primer.
I was going to say, but there's bonding primer on it.
Yeah, because I wouldn't be able to do anything with it. So I have teapot. I have molds.
Okay.
I have the cracking system.
Ooh, fun.
Then the papers. I think I feel like doing bunny.
Oh.
Look at the little eyelashes.
So cute. Yes, I love it.
If you guys are wondering, I've got this is my Easter stuff. So
I like how you keep those.
Yeah, I just hang them in my craft room. So like they go by themes, like this is all Easter, all backgrounds, all butterflies, all
Oh, writing that down too for Mom.
Yes.
Instead of just a drawer that were like animals.
Oh yeah, I can't.
Through.
I can't. And I used to do them in plastic sleeves, but now I can literally just lay it down on my table, flip through it, and if I don't like that batch, just hang it back up.
Love it. So. I'm thinking it's probably best if you go first. That way, while you're going, I can adjust my webcam and turn it down and get things set up, while I'm off camera.
And we'll talk about what the haps is.
Yeah.
Okay. So, let's see.
Yeah, isn't that a great idea, the hanging?
Yes. Hanging is a must. Hi, Debbie. And I hang my A3s. I hang my transfers, everything.
Yes, love that.
Okay, sir, we have this. It was a silver teapot, obviously. You guys know the deal. Bonding primer on anything shiny. I'm going to use my scrappy cradle. Actually, I'm going to double up so I can get the lift a little bit. So here's what I was thinking. We have a 2-part cracking system. Remember, guys, we only have one crackle that is a 1-part. That's crackle medium. Everything else is the 2-part. So the cracking system, if you wanted to get 1 and 2, it has cracking paint system 1, and then we have colored. And these are actually geared towards furniture. So you can actually, once you put these on, you can take a sander to it and sand back that crackle, give it a very vintage feel. These are geared, this line is geared more towards like furniture. So just in case you didn't know that.
And the component, the step 1 is the same as just the universal cracking primer, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Good morning, Nikki Hunter.
Hi.
Matt. I know, aren't they? Just look at their little eyelashes. Look at that one. But I was thinking of using that little cutie patootie. They're all
love
cutie patooties. So this one is DQRP 0729. There's a QR code right here that'll take you over to Decoupage Queen. Spring Bunnies.
I thought for sure that was an AB Studios. I didn't know that was a Decoupage Queen.
No.
How cute.
And then this one we also have is Spring Animals. If you wanted something more than just bunnies.
I like that one too.
What I was looking at, look at these. Aren't they cute? Now this is a paper designs, but I was like, well, let's get a little bit of color. So my thought process is I want to do the cracking paint system on the teapot, and then we're going to look for a frame, and we're going to frame our little cute bunny on the outside here on top of the cracking system, and then we'll add our trims and whatnot around here. But then I think I'm going to do a pigment out here. So on the spout, the handle, the legs, the feeties, and the top, we're going to have that a very pretty pigment. So that's the thought process behind that. Now, what I'm trying to figure out is it's this paint, this cracking system isn't, you guys know when we did, so this one here, so we finished this last week and we used our 1-step, right? This is the crackle medium. And you see how we could see the cracks, see through the cracks, and we are able to see that bottom indigo color. With this one, you're not going to see so much the base color. So I'm almost thinking, you all, that we just paint it a base, I don't know, like an ivory maybe, just for the sake of an all over color.
Okay.
Because again, it's not, this cracking system isn't going to crack through and we're going to see the base. So, you know, it's not so important for us to have a base color. So I'm going to get my big Mama Jamma white. And I'm going to move these molds out of the way for a minute. And we're going to mix a little bit. And then as I'm just painting this in all over color, we can always switch over to you so that you can apply your step 1 if you want. Did she hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Yep.
Okay.
I was just thinking that today they just announced officially that the IOD release will be Tuesday, the 3rd.
Oh, you're going to have the same problem I'm having.
Which is?
The redesign release is this Thursday.
Yep.
So are we thinking the same thing?
Well, I was thinking I'll be gone because I'm leaving a week from today.
Oh, okay.
But I was
That's
thinking,
good.
we don't have ours yet at L&J Goods, but I'm hoping I can get it to you. And it could be fun for you on Tuesday at this time to get it out, play with it, do something with Pentart.
Oh my gosh, that would be amazing. What's the chances on that timing?
I know. Well, they're saying because ours comes on a pallet, so it's tricky to track those.
Yeah.
Like it's not like just like tracking a UPS package.
Yeah, you're not just getting an envelope. You're not just getting an envelope in the mail.
So I'm thinking it'll be, I'm really thinking and hoping and praying it's going to be tomorrow and that I can just get it right out to you as fast as possible. But if you want, you can play with the Primo one on here Thursday.
Okay.
If you want to.
Sure, if you don't mind.
Of course not. I want to show people how they can play with these products with both of those lines.
Yes, because, well, you guys will see. Yeah,
it'll be
fun.
Yeah. Okay. We might as well have our own little release parties over here. It's what everybody's going to be talking about anyway.
Yeah. So we will play with redesign and show you how it comes together with all your Pentart stuff. Bring some Joby clay, some Alumilite if you guys want to play. And then assuming that I get it in time, we'll either do it on Tuesday, but if not Tuesday on release, we'll definitely do it on Thursday.
Yes.
Okay.
Love it.
Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, and we can keep that party going for a minute too, because it's all everybody will be talking about for a while.
I know. And if you guys seen when I pulled out my molds, I have, well, you guys should know by color. That's how I always know, right? I'm like, gray, IOD.
Yep.
Purple.
Or Decoupage Queen also has gray ones.
Okay, now you tell me what color this is.
That's pale gray to me. But is that LeBlanche?
This is DQ.
But we have DQ that are darker than that, don't we? Wow. I'm going, as you know, I have plenty of them.
To me,
You'd think I would know that color by heart.
To me, this is lavender, like a really light purple.
Yeah, I do see that when you say that. As soon as you said it, I see that. Or like a taupe.
Then obviously, IOD is very dark. Yes. And then redesign is brown.
Those bows are so cute.
I know, right? And then Finnabear's line is like a beige, ivory.
Oh, okay.
And then LeBlanche. Okay, that's just me not mixing the color. So, LeBlanche is blue. Yeah. So, and then usually, like the Amazon molds. Usually those are like a pink, bright pink.
And Sue says there's Zuri too.
Zuri is green. Like a hunter green.
You know, the funny thing is I'm pretty sure they're all made in the same factory.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen the big boxes and I think they are.
Hi, Ashley. Yeah, so I can always tell, and it's helpful when because if I'm looking, because I keep them in clear acrylics again by like theme, so frames or I'm like, okay, I want this frame by this company. I know I only have to look at those certain ones, not like having to flip through.
Okay, I mentioned that we just worked. Go ahead. You go ahead.
I was gonna say, you just let me know when you want to flip to your.
Oh, just keep going. And I forgot that I was doing that already. I was taking notes, coming up with ideas, because I just thought of something else, which I said that we were working on our Pentart order over the weekend, and guess what I
yes.
ordered?
What did you order?
A whole bunch of Wash It.
I'm looking at you down here, and I'm like, where is she?
Yeah.
Did
So
you
we
guys
can, even
hear
though it's
that?
not, yeah. So we'll have that now.
I'm so excited because people would literally send me messages like,
Well, now we can make little kits. They also
I
had these cute little, just, how we just started with the creamy acrylic kits.
yes.
They have little fabric paint kits like that.
Oh, how fun.
So how cute would it be to have like a fabric medium, a Wash
Yes.
It, a little fabric paint?
So if you guys don't know, and you've watched me do textile, or if you've bought any of my textile pieces, Wash It is what I put on whatever I have put down, and it protects it. So whether it be rice paper, a transfer, now again, handmade, hand wash.
Yes.
But I showed you guys the jacket. I've made shoes, aprons, and I always put the Wash It on there.
I'm excited. Sue, they're not changing the branding. I'll talk to them about that, but I can wholesale, we can wholesale because of our relationship with Pentart. We can also distribute anything by Stamperia.
Yeah, and you guys know TH Decor, same. They
Yep.
have TH Decor. We used to sell, well, anything.
Yeah.
We had Stamperia. There's Stamperia on Decoupage Queen, you guys. If you guys look at it.
Yeah.
There's brush holders there. Yeah, so.
But it would be nice to have a product like that, I think, branded Pentart, just so it would make a nice little set.
Yes.
But I want to
been, Sue can tell you, because we have to go on hunts all the time. People start like freaking out. Where did you get it? What else can I use? And I really don't have an alternative for you.
Yeah.
Because I don't like anything else.
Yeah. Well, no problem.
So one thing that's amazing about Megan is if she can help me and make it happen for all of us, she will. So I love
like
that.
my favorite thing to do.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes, Sue. Sue knows. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, it's right here. I have bottles of it over here. I have my own stash, and no, those of you who have begged me, I won't. That is one thing I will not give up, is my stash.
And she's a very giving person.
And I will give you almost anything, but not that.
Not that.
Not that.
Well, no, you don't have to. Just
there, I draw the line.
Give us 4 weeks and we'll have it. But if I waited to have them rebrand it, we'd be waiting a lot longer than that.
Trees, are you talking like the 3D pin, like that kind of tip? Or are you just talking like to put it in like a big bottle like this? That's actually not a bad idea, because even what was I doing yesterday, you guys? And I needed or day before yesterday. Oh, I know. I was putting bling around something and I wanted to use heavy body gel, but it would have been too hard for me to get it on the bling without getting it all over it.
There is the 3D glue pen, but I don't know how that glue compares to heavy body.
Yeah, but if we could get heavy body in like a express
Okay.
bottle squeezy.
Yeah, keep those suggestions coming because I will be sitting with them for long periods of time.
That's a great idea.
And they just
Okay.
told us they decided to have like one of their experts or their creatives, Christina, come and sit with us the whole weekend and demonstrate for us, answer any questions we have. So just
fun.
send me all the questions. Okay, I'm messing with this webcam, Terry. Lord knows how I will get it back up on myself. But I do think I am. I know you can see out of the corner of your eye what's happening.
I can.
Messing with my lights, messing with everything.
I can see it. It's right in front of me.
Thank God everyone else cannot see.
Oh, I forgot to tell you.
What?
Is that right, Troy? Oh, I
Yeah,
forgot
yes.
Troy's belt. So I have a new computer that's supposed to be here today.
Another one?
Yes.
Why? You're jealous of my iPad?
It's your fault. I bought
You're jealous that I'm getting more technology?
I bought it the next day. Well, yeah. No, wait. You bought yours the night, and then you told me the next morning, right?
Yes.
So then I bought mine that same night.
Trust me, I was tempted to text you at 2 a.m. I'm like, it's not that late for her.
I probably was awake
when I was in the night.
So it's supposed to be here today because this new one that I have, it's a Dell. And like, look, guys, I told you like yesterday when we were talking about this, there's nothing wrong with, if you love Dell or whatever, but I'm an HP user. I was trying to explain it like that's like, someone trying to convince me to use a Mac.
Yeah.
Like, you just get comfortable with stuff.
So Dell really is that different, huh? And why do you have a Dell?
Because so my other computer that was giving us issues, somehow it got cracked.
Oh.
Somehow, Troy.
So it's back to the drawing board.
But we won't name any names, Troy.
Troy. Was it when we were on too long together?
No, this has happened a while ago. And I've just never wanted to mess with it because of like what I was saying. I don't want to have to change over all of my codes. And then I found an easier way to do that. So then that wasn't an excuse. But anyways.
Here we are.
So you did that. And I was like, And then I went on Best Buy and they happened to have a sale.
Oh, and then of course you're not going to resist.
No. Are you ready?
I don't know. Does my camera look ready?
Well, it's still moving.
Yeah, I know because I'm endlessly making micro adjustments. Does that look good? What you see?
Yes, I can. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, it looks fine.
Okay, go for it. I can change the light if I need to.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
Ta-da!
Okay, is that good?
Yep.
Is that light enough, you think?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. I can crank up this one light a little bit. Is that better?
Oh, there you go. That's great.
Okay. Again, I don't know how I will ever get myself back where I was before I did this, but we're making progress. When I get my tablet, that will help. Okay, so I have my little babies here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, big babies. I got the big size. But I'm starting here. 1. I have 2 different brushes. With this project, what do you think?
I would just use the big one.
You would just go for it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I have water.
Hi, Tina Roy.
Put my brush in. Okay. Tell me what I need to know here. Give me your tips and tricks.
So, you've got a clean, dry brush.
I do.
You've already varnished.
I've already varnished 24 hours ago.
So we all know crackle is not crackling our projects. It's crackling itself, right? So step 2 crackles step 1. So as you're getting it down, you're going to want to apply it liberally. Now, you don't want to goop it on there, but
No.
You want enough on there because step 2 is going to crack step 1. So if you're being stingy with it, you're not going to get a whole lot of cracking action in that area.
Okay.
It doesn't matter if you're going up, down, left, right. But what I will tell you is once you get a section done, like move on. Don't keep going back to that section because you'll see it'll even look funny as you're putting the brush down in it.
That's the one thing I hear mom say is just have enough product on your brush so it glides and there's no drag.
Yeah, and move on. And you don't want to, like, let's just say you've gotten a couple of strokes and you're like, oh, let me go back over here where I was first at. No, don't do that. Like, you almost at that point need to just
gotta let it go.
Yeah, you gotta let it go.
Okay, so start with enough.
Start with enough.
Like that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
And then
now, does it matter if I'm doing like just straight lines?
No.
Or should I be going all over?
I mean, I wouldn't go like wacky, like left, right, up, down. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But it's not going to matter if like at the top you need to go, left to right, or at the, you know what I'm saying?
But it doesn't change this step doesn't change the direction of the cracks.
No. So your crack's going to be how much product you're putting down right now.
Okay. Do you think this looks thick enough?
I like it, yes.
Okay. It feels good.
Mine always peel no matter which one I use. Peel?
You mean fine line?
So what do you mean peel? When does this peel? Does it peel after you've had crackle and you're, come back a month later and it's peeling? Because I could tell you exactly what's wrong if that's the case.
This is why I say we could have Crackle Corner every episode. There's always going to be somebody that has something going on.
Hi, Desi. So Desi says, I'm in love with that planter.
This was just a terracotta pot that mom painted and used. I want to say this is the Rose Toile IOD stamp, China blue ink, and maybe a little bit of Kindest Regards. This is old. I've had this a long time. She'll just get in a tizzy in the shop where she's sick of looking at things, and I'm the beneficiary. She lives in a very small cottage. There's only so much she can take home.
So.
Okay, so what about little spots like this where I'm like having a little lip here? Should I do anything or just leave it?
I mean, go ahead and you can get it.
Okay.
But I wouldn't go like all the way back down to the bottom. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay.
So one thing I will tell you guys is when you're doing like a picture frame and it's just laying flat, right? That's fine. But if you're doing something that like this, she's going to stand it upright.
Yeah.
You want to keep an eye on your product, especially step 2 for dripping.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to tell you guys, once it dries with those drips, it's just a headache and a half.
And not cute.
No, it is not cute. And I'm going to tell you, it's going to drip. So
especially the component 2, it's thinner.
Yes, especially with 2. So you really want to just, as we just babysit it a little bit, just keep an eye on it.
Okay. This isn't so bad.
No.
What's going on with your teapot while I'm doing this?
I'm putting on step 1.
Oh, you are? You're crackling?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Fun.
remember the
Oh yeah, duh, the cracking paste. I'm thinking that you're doing the same thing as me. I'm like, as if I didn't watch anything you just did. I was like, oh,
No,
we're doing fine line and
listens,
cracking paste?
she listens to me, y'all. Really, she does.
Yeah. I was just literally visualizing you doing both of them on one. I was like, wow, a double crackle. This is like unprecedented. Okay.
I tend to get a lot of brush strokes. How do you avoid that? Brush strokes. Ooh.
So the funny thing is, okay, go ahead.
You don't get brush strokes. Whenever you're doing fine line, classic, transparent. I'm thinking you mean brush strokes whenever you're using the crackle medium.
That could be. Yeah, because it's between paint.
Yep. So if that's what you mean, it's because you're not loading up your brush. You need to load and go. So you load up that brush contrary to how you would normally paint and lay it down all in one stroke. So where was the other one that said the peeling?
Yeah, I want to talk about that more.
So hi Lori. Oh, you know what? We got the large formats in, right?
Yep.
I watched the replay of the of you and Yvette. So the circus one, those are mine. I don't know how he did that because remember he got it in a text message.
What do you mean, the order?
Yes.
Oh, Teri, he knows because while he was in a meeting with Big Commerce today, my mom told me that she thought it was IOD that got delivered, but did not look at the labels, and it was actually Fusion.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought it was IOD, so I was calling Jonathan and Augie. Those are my sons, for anybody who doesn't know that work with us. And I was like, you got to get that IOD unpacked because I got to get these boxes together for Teri and Yvette.
Gosh.
So I did that. I called Jonathan. He was doing that all while David is on this call. But then, I've been in and out of lives all day. I overheard David on the phone mad at Jonathan saying, you got to get those papers out. Those large formats, Teri needs them. I said, David, he will get them out by the end of the day. Anyway, it wasn't even IOD. It was Fusion. It was a false alarm. But I'm just saying.
No, it's just me and Lori. I don't. Gosh, David.
I said, David, I know about those large formats. It's fine. They could wait 30 minutes.
We cannot hold the grandbabies up from seeing their awesome room.
Yeah. He's so fun. And he's like, oh, really? You know who they're for? I said, yeah, Lori. Thank you. We've talked about him almost every day.
He doesn't even know who the customer is.
No, he just knew that you needed those large formats.
That's amazing.
Okay, so I'm putting this aside.
Okay, so
dry.
You guys, hello, it's me. So she's putting it aside as we are continuing the live. She'll take a peek looking at it because, again, it's recommended to let it dry naturally. I am going to be the rebel. So I put step 1 on as well. Now, if you're wondering, I'm going to put pigment on here, right? So I don't need to keep putting paint on top of paint on top of paint. So that's why I haven't done anything with these areas. So I used the cracking paste primer, which is universal, which is step 1 basically. And then we're going to go in with this one. I think the pink. But I'm being the rebel because I'm going to speed up this process and I'm going to dry my step 1. So step 1 is going to go on that milky white color. Once it goes transparent, you're ready to go for step 2. Oh, Lori says, thank you for looking out for us, David.
We were in big
Yes.
trouble.
This is a silver teapot. It's just got Pin-Tart bonding primer on it because it is a slick surface.
Here, you're seeing all kinds of crazy stuff from my head.
I
I'm
can
sure
see your
you're going
face.
on a wild ride.
I know. Right there, I was looking at your cheek.
Yeah, I was going to say you're like up my nose and I'm just adjusting my anchor.
So I was talking to you guys about the dripping.
Yes.
You see some dripping on mine, so I want to fix that.
So really, you were doing step 1, even though they were in different packaging, it's the same product.
Same step 1. Yep.
So if you already have that, you could just get the paint.
Yeah, so the inside is still intact. It's actually one of the nicer ones. Sometimes the inside is all yucky too, but
Of the teapot, you mean?
mm-hmm.
Now, when I get my iPad, will I be able to use the webcam too? Will that connect to my iPad or no?
Most likely not, because your webcam, how is it? Is it USB?
Yeah.
Yeah. So unless you get a converter for your iPad, and then even then, I don't know if it'll support that.
I'm just thinking, like, when I do that, not that anybody needs to hear any of this,
But why would you need a webcam when you have the camera?
So I'm just thinking in a situation like this, where if I'm using my tablet as my face forward camera, and then I want to turn down, maybe I would just start with my phone.
So then you would just change it to the back camera.
On the iPad or just use my phone?
Either one.
Okay.
So that you didn't have to take it out of the harness. You could just change it to the back camera.
Okay. Now I see.
Okay. Hi, Barbara Ross. So I know drying is never fun. So I'm going to do this for just a few minutes more. And then we're going to start mixing the pigment and the frame. We're going to put some resin in the frame so we can move on from the drying. I just want to at least get it started so I can stop it from dripping. Okay, so we're going to let that sit in front of the fan. Right. Oh, I have to remove my fan. No worries. I'll just move it back.
Oh, Troy did it?
Yeah, he moved it like it's almost facing him. That's kind of funny. Alrighty then. So I'm thinking, I was thinking to possibly use the middle frame here. I'm sure the bunny will fit because we've got that whole area there. So now let's just use some Alumilite. But do I want to do it in black or white? If I do it in white, I'm going to have to paint it back black anyways, aren't I? No. Don't mind me. You know how I am. I just have whole conversations.
Yeah.
So I am going to use Alumilite Quick Cure. We have this in black, white, tan. We have the epoxy. I'm going to use my little scale. And I'm going to tell you guys, it's very important mark your lids. Don't get them mixed up. Because if you do, it will seal shut. So if you put the A lid on the B, it's going to get all crusty and mucky, and then it's eventually going to seal itself shut. Ask me how I know. Okay, so, and I always just wipe off a little bit too.
Okay,
So,
Desmond said, Teri, can you put light coat and then dry and then another coat of step 1?
Why would you do that?
And Chris says, your coating looks to have a more thick coverage than the flower pot. Will that make a difference with cracking?
Yes.
Yes.
The resin dries, but it doesn't stick to the silicone, so I just pull it out. Like there's some dry right here. It doesn't stick to silicone. So if you're not comfortable, or because you do not have a long open time with Alumilite, with Quick Cure in general, if you feel it getting warm in your hands, you're not moving fast enough. And it's about to set up on you, and then it's going to be wasted. So you literally need to just stir this a couple of times. Once you mix A and B together, they go clear, then you know you're ready. If you need to use a resin table because you're not on a level surface, absolutely do so. I love my resin table. I always recommend that you have extra molds out, because unless you're really familiar with, that mold that you're pouring, most of the time you're going to have some overage and you don't want to waste it. I also have pipettes that are a must.
Those are great.
Because when you have little intricate places, I mean, it's no big deal, right? You can cut off the excess, but I don't like to have to mess with it. So if you just use a pipette, it helps you get into all those little intricate spots. Especially there's sometimes you'll get flowers that have those really tiny stems.
Yes.
And it's impossible not to overpour. But if you have a pipette, then you can get it right in there. All right, so this is getting really hot in my hands, so I'm just going to...
Oh, really? It gets really that warm?
Oh, yeah. You've never played with it?
No, but I'm gonna.
Never ever?
No.
It gets very hot. Very, very hot. These I toss in the trash. This I will leave in there. And then when it all gets hardened up and dried, I just pull the whole thing out and clean it off. Now, I'm going to tell you, you should wear gloves whenever you're doing this. I am very sensitive to smells, but the Alumilite, I don't ever notice that it has a smell. But if you're sensitive, wear your respirator. Always wear hand protection. I always say, be better than me. Don't do what I do. Be better than me. I use a little scale. It does come with the little plastic cups. You can measure, A and then B and then mix them together. If you're not comfortable with, you don't feel like you move fast enough, don't do it like I did where I mixed A and B in the same, because as soon as A and B touch each other, it's already activating. So your open time gets even shorter if you're taking a while. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Don't mix them together if you're not comfortable with it. All right, so I'm going to move these over here like that. Now I want to take especially the frame out right when it sets because I need to get it over that flower pot, like curve it a little bit. Because once it sets up, and I'm not going to be able to, it's not going to be pliable. All right, for the handle, the feeties and all that other good stuff, I want to do that in the champagne metal pigment. So with that, we need some pigment fix. But I'm going to ask you, I'm going to ask everybody, metal pigments, what do you seal that with? Can you guys tell me?
Do you have to seal it?
I would seal it.
Oh,
Yes.
I don't know. Hi, Julie.
She says she doesn't know. Does anybody
I should know. If Mom uses it all the time, she's about to get schooled again.
Hey, where is my nifty little scooper? Oh, I used it already.
Do you level off the mold material so that it has a flat back?
This is self-leveling. Well, it's not self-leveling. Oh, it is. Hold on. There's two ways to answer that. I'm assuming you're talking about this, right? You want to make sure it's on a level surface, so that way it will be level. If that makes it, does that make any sense? So
yeah, I mean, as long as you're not overflowing it.
Yeah. So that's why I said if you're pouring a lot, or maybe you're not on a, that your floors aren't level. I don't know anybody's foundation that is perfectly level, but some of them are really wacky. There's a resin table. So this is a resin table. It has the balancer in the middle. You can move the feet to adjust the feet so that it's level on your table.
Wow.
So if I'm pouring if I'm doing a class and I have a lot of molds to pour, I'll just put them on the table so that way I can move it around too. So what are our answers on the metal pigment?
Only Ashley answered, and she said first clear varnish, and then she said pigment fix, which I don't think pigment fix because you use that
to mix it with pigment fix.
Right.
But anything metal, our metal pigments, metal needs to be sealed with solvent varnish.
I was going to guess that. I just didn't want to make a fool of myself. But that was just a guess.
You would have been correct.
Actually, maybe I did know that because when I was doing the colored flakes, you told me that.
Mm-hmm. Because you were using the metal flakes.
And I was in HE double hockey sticks, and it was getting everywhere all over my dining room table because
and you will find it well into next year.
Yes. I was like, when will it stop? And you're like, when you seal it. So I guess I did kind of know that. Yeah, it makes sense to me.
So if you seal it with your just regular water-based sealer, you're going to notice that it changes the finish. That metal finish, you're going to notice. You'll notice a difference with the water.
I know, Julie, you will love all the gadgets and gadgets, as we say, of Teri's. That leveling table, she wants it. And her cute, look at that teeny tiny spoon. She loved your silicone cup. Yep. You need take a nice little scroll through her Amazon store. It's quite fun.
See, I got a little look at my rose. That's my
favorite one so far that I've seen. It's so romantic.
I've got a lot of gadgets and gadgets. Yes.
Yeah, I would rather get that than actual flowers. Actual flowers are nice.
I just don't waste your money on flowers. Like, they're so expensive. they're not going to keep for long, right?
No.
Unless you dry them out and then do something with them. But do you know how many craft products I can buy?
That's what I was just going to say. Do you know how long my wish list is?
Do you know what I can do with the price of a dozen roses?
You could have a bouquet of gadgets and gadgets.
Shoot. All right. So I can tell by mixing in just what I like, how I like my texture, that there's a little too much pigment fix in there. So I am just going to add a little bit more of the champagne metal pigment.
Oh, I just never get tired of it.
It's just so beautiful. Okay, so we can see our frame over there is starting to turn an opaque white. I'm going to want to grab that fairly soon so I can form it. Okay. Oh, you're doing very well, Mr. Fan. Thank you. Can you try this side now? I like when things cooperate. All right.
Oh, Julie did buy those spoons. She said they're a game changer.
I'm telling you, no waste.
Yep.
Reusable.
I'm going to start eating ice cream with them.
Did you
Just like a delicate little lady.
Could you imagine that little bitty side?
Yeah, that champagne color is really, it's the
It's
color of
gorgeous.
2026, I'm calling it.
Ugh. Try not to waste it. That's why I'm holding this in the air like that.
I know, look at every little drop.
I'm serious. So unfortunately, this doesn't keep. So don't mix a ton of it. It's one of those cases where you would want to just, a little at a time because it doesn't keep. You're going to have to toss away the excess, which is a little bit heartbreaking. Hi, son. Can I help you? Oh, please let's not put it in the mold. Oh, I have a story for you. I have a follower. I haven't seen her, Troy. I haven't seen her in a while. But anyway, she did a tray, put her resin in it, let it sit overnight. Her epoxy was beautiful, good to go, right? She comes down the stairs the next morning, and her husband set a tissue box on the tray.
Why?
That's what she wanted to know. So the tissue box was
fused.
It was safely on the tray forever.
Wow. That's upsetting. Very upsetting.
Like, oh no, of all places to put it, why the tray?
Oh,
right in the middle of the tray.
Oh, did you get to see a picture of it?
No, I think she was so doggone mad. She just told us about it.
Beth says, my brother and his wife sent me a beautiful bouquet for my 60th birthday back in July. We live a long way apart, and I cried my eyes out. Aww. Listen, I'm not going to throw flowers away if someone sends them to me.
Oh, no.
I would be quite happy about it. It's not like I'm not acting like, don't get mistaken that I'm getting flowers left, right, and center, and I'm sick of it.
First of all, yeah, there's that.
So that's A. And B, I'm just saying if I'm choosing.
Yes. If I have a choice.
Yes.
I would much rather. So yes. I will tell you, I don't know if you guys noticed how.
Yeah, why is that happening?
Because I took it out very, very, very as soon as I could handle it.
Whoa.
So be careful though. because you can overstretch it when you're
Okay.
doing it like this. So I don't want it to stick to the.
I was wondering how you were going to mold that to the teapot.
Yeah. So I'm going to just set this little cutie right here. So see, it's not ready at all, but it's not goopy. I wouldn't want to do that with like this one because see, it's still kind of clear.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's still a little tacky, so you don't want to get that on you. But yeah, so this one, do you see, you guys? I can pull that out. I don't need this one, so I'm going to show you. But look it. See what I'm saying?
Whoa.
It will stretch. So be careful when you're pulling it out, when you're working with it, when it's not quite ready, because you can overstretch it. So
Marcy asks, is it hot in the mold?
no. Well, I take that back. As it's doing its thing, yes, it is at first warm, but not like steaming. It's warm to touch. But now, as it's starting to set, it's cool. It's cool to touch. Okay. So let's get this Mama Jamma over here. So you can see there's still quite a bit that needs to dry. That's okay. We'll just keep it moving.
What are you going to do with the handle and the spout?
I'm going to paint it champagne.
Oh, that's what that's for.
She listens
So
to
many
me.
exciting things going on. I can't keep track.
I promise she listens to me.
Now, but you don't necessarily have to put bonding primer underneath of that, right?
No.
You just did it on the whole thing.
Yes. You don't need bonding primer on our metal pigments, Decor metal mats, deluxe paste. Yeah, so we do have a few products that are not necessary to have bonding primer. But because I was doing this, I was like, yeah, just, my luck, I would have changed my mind or something.
Right. Is there any other use for Pigment Fix? Wow, that is so pretty.
So
is there any other
I
use
have
besides mixing? Yeah.
I have in a pinch used Pigment Fix as a sealer.
Okay.
Because you can do that because it dries fairly quickly. So in a pinch, I have used it as a sealer. I don't know what else you would really want to use Pigment Fix for.
Marcy says, using metal paint that is so shiny, an undercoat would need to be applied really smoothly.
Ooh,
oh,
what?
Because you're saying it would pick up any texture?
Who's saying what? What happened?
Marcy's saying if you're using a metal paint that's super shiny, an undercoat would have to be applied really smooth. Maybe just because it would reflect any brush strokes or bumps?
Maybe. I don't.
She also loves that color, and she agrees 2026 champagne is the color.
Oh, really? I didn't know. You want a phone case?
I can't believe that's true.
That is news to me.
Wow.
Hi, Mary Sharkey.
I hope he has a few that he can play with.
Oh, he is so. I know, son. Can you go get the one that you just got?
Does he have favorite ones?
He does. Like, I feel like it depends. Because, like, he has, like, the back of mine has this magnet thing.
Yeah. What does that do?
So I can hold it, or it sits up, or it does all kinds of fancy things.
Oh my! Is that in your Amazon store?
Huh?
Is that in your Amazon store? It should be.
I don't think I could put it in my Amazon store, but it's not.
Please put it in there
Okay.
so I can find
So
it
I
with
got Troy one of those. So now he wants all the phone cases that have a magnet, in the phone case.
you. Oh. He's
So
leveling.
those have been his favorite lately. But he kind of he's all over the place. And that's the thing, is I never know what is the favorite of the hour. So that way we can not empty out every backpack,
Yep.
That's like the case I'm trying to crack. And
Right, because he's looking for something specific, but you don't know which one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So then they all get emptied out, and
Mm-hmm.
it's a nightmare at 2:00 in the morning.
I'm mesmerized. Chris wants to know, what does Troy do with them all? Whatever he wants.
Whatever he wants. So we talked about this a couple of times. I really do think it's just because he wants something.
Yeah.
Everybody gets orders.
He just gave you the.
Do you see what he's doing?
His hand. I'm dying.
He wants me to put this on here, but this isn't even Bubba's.
But do you see he gave you tools to do it with?
He's a nut.
And he was so gentle.
Uh-huh.
Just at your convenience, if you could do this, please.
He's like, I'm over here telling you what I need. You're ignoring me. So let me just give you everything.
And he will start out nice too. And then if Teri and I are talking too long after, he's unplugging things. He's closing laptops. He's taking mics away. He says, my mom is done working, please, ma'am.
When the last time we were on, he was over here. And the next thing you know, I can't hear Megan.
Yep.
I can't, there's and I look over, Troy has shut down the laptop.
Yep.
Removed the receiver to the mic. Yeah. He was like, no, you guys are done.
To be fair, we were chatting a long time. And he was like, I don't see Facebook up. I don't see YouTube up.
That's the problem, right?
I don't know what's going on here.
Nope. You guys are done.
But yes, you told me that before, that you think it's more about him. He wants to get a package that's just for him.
Mm-hmm. I really do.
Yeah.
Because, he doesn't really, he knows he can tell me that and communicate that. And, and he gets it. So he knows that's working,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
And yes, that's right. He asked if he received, and then he likes that feeling.
Yes.
Don't we all?
Right? Oh my gosh. It was earbuds. Do you guys remember?
Oh yeah.
It was oh, now I'm putting on lipstick apparently.
Oh, he goes in phases of things he wants?
So here was the messed up thing about this situation is Onyx is a puppy and she likes chewing on the earbuds.
Of course.
So Troy would take out his earbuds and leave them on the bed or the couch.
And are we talking about earbuds like the actual kind that you listen to music through?
Yes.
Okay.
So she would find said earbuds and I would hear this chomping noise I look back and she's got them. So I was literally having earbuds delivered every single day. Everybody was like, you need to take out stock in earbuds. I was like, this is just flipping ridiculous.
I hope you found a reasonably priced one that he was okay with.
So then, yes, I just started buying the knockoff ones, know, because at this point, I will get the crooked brush, you guys, and get down in there. Yeah, at this point, it was really becoming ridiculous.
I buy the knockoff ones for myself now because I can't be trusted. I had AirPods for a long time and I was very proud. I kept them for a long time. And then I went to Toronto
Oh,
and left them behind. And you know how you can track them?
yes.
And I
Oh,
literally
that's awful.
I watched them go on what I think they were scooped up in my sheets. And then I watched them go on a truck, drive to a laundry facility. And I said, bye-bye, it's over. I will never spend that much money again. I have nice over-the-ear noise canceling ones, but you can't
Yes.
lose those. And those are really nice, and I love them, and they help me tune out life. But little earbuds, forget it. Never again will I spend money like that.
It was so ridiculous. I was getting so aggravated. Like, Troy, you can't put them down, son. You got to keep them in your ears. And as soon as he would take them out, she would get them.
Oh, yeah. She's probably watching.
As soon. Like, there was some, we were getting them delivered, and by that hour, she had already chomped on them. I was losing my mind.
Oh my God. So how did you get him to switch over?
I don't know why that stopped, honestly.
Has he, his whole life, has he had like a thing that he'll get fixated on?
Just always the phone.
Yeah.
It's always been the phone. Like when he was itty bitty, he liked remotes and stuff.
Oh yeah.
You know,
So things with buttons.
he didn't like any new or baby toys or anything like that. He always liked anything electronic.
Gee, I wonder who he gets that from.
Like he would take his whole computer, the monitor, the tower, keyboard, and move it, carry it around with him to different rooms and set it all up by himself. And I'm like, this kid.
He's just like his mommy.
Look at how pretty that is with just the white. That is just like, there's only step one on there.
It's beautiful.
Oh my gosh, here comes mascara.
Now that's a tough one.
That's dangerous. At least I get a mirror to do the mascara.
I'm glad he doesn't do it for you.
Oh,
that would be very dangerous.
Thanks, son. You're the bestest. All right, let's dry one of these so I can hold it. Because I forgot I had to do the feet too. I don't know why I did the handle.
I know. Have fun. Getting to
what
those
happened?
Feet. I said have fun getting to those feet now.
I was specifically not doing the handle because of that. And then all of a sudden,
I was chatting your ear off.
I was getting lipstick and remembering being tortured by
earbuds.
That is so pretty. I don't think I put champagne on a teapot.
It's so sophisticated.
Not on just the handles like that.
I feel like that.
So we might have to do the feet. Oh, I grabbed something wet. After we do step.
Yeah.
I don't hear myself anymore. Hold on.
I hear you.
Hello?
I can hear you. We can hear you. Can everybody hear Teri?
Am I still moving?
Yeah, you're moving. Can you hear me?
I can hear you through another mic. Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly.
Okay. Hold on.
And you're moving and everything's good.
Right here. I can hear you through my boom mic. I don't know why I can't hear you through my earbuds. But if you can still hear me, we're good.
Yep, and they are saying they can hear you as well.
Okay. I'll just use the secondary.
Okay. Everyone loves the champagne. And I think it literally immediately makes it look sophisticated.
Right? I started bad-mouthing earbuds, and my earbuds went out on my tablet side. Well, they did go out. They probably died. It was probably warning me, and I've just been ignoring it.
Oh, like they're about to die?
Yeah, you know when it's like beeping at you.
So you use earbuds with your tablet? Is that what you use for your mic?
No. So when you and I are on together, I have to put earbuds over there because if I don't block that output, you will be they will hear you talking to me.
Oh,
That makes sense because you'll
like
come
what
out of
happened
the
at grandma's?
speaker. Yes, yes. You'll come out of the speaker. So I have to block that when I'm on with you. I have to block the output. Son, you're giving me. This is not for Pops. Listen, this is not. Look, it doesn't fit.
I know the champagne and the white are just so pretty, just like that.
Just the way
it is.
I know. We haven't even put. That's what I was saying. We haven't even put on the second step.
It's like beautiful.
I have
love
to
it.
do one that's just like this.
Right.
And
Or
if you
just
put like the gold, the IOD, like the labels.
or like this, but like white and then fine line crackle. So it's like porcelain
Yes.
and white, and then you could put some of that pigment into the cracks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll have to do that on something.
Yes, because
that combo is really good.
I don't think I've done it like this. Not that I recall. And I'm very excited.
Wow.
And because it is pigment fix, something that we were kind of talking about earlier when I said I use it in a pinch, it dries very quickly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, look, you're already grabbing that handle.
Mm-hmm. And I don't know, I know we talked about brush strokes or something earlier, but you guys can see there's no brush strokes.
The base color, what was that?
So you guys see me do it all the time. I took white and where did you go? Where did you go? Oh, he's hiding here somewhere. A little, I just dipped in my spoon into Falcon Brown. It's another matte color. It's around here somewhere. I'll find it for you guys.
And she'll list it too.
Yes.
To make it easy peasy.
Mm-hmm. We just need the menu created.
Texting someone right now.
It's on his Trello board.
I need to learn how to do it. Because then I could be doing it right now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I just need to learn.
I know he's super busy though, and I know he jumped on with you guys this morning. I watched the replay, so
I know, how funny is that? He popped right on.
I know.
He asked me, should I wear a hat or not? Like, whatever. He goes, I don't want to seem too young. I said, babe, I don't think either one of us is in the danger zone of
too young. Oh,
I love you, but
you got to break it to him.
Yeah, and I'm including myself in that. There's never a time where I'm getting on like, oh man, I hope I don't look too young.
Oh, that is such a man thing.
It is. I'm just like, make me look as young as possible.
You would never hear a woman say that.
Never.
I can't. I don't want to look too young.
Never. Never, ever.
Oh my gosh.
You wore the hat in the end.
That's hilarious. So we are going to. I really am puzzled as to where Falcon Brown went now because OCD is kicking in and it's like, Anyways, but I do that same combo every day, you guys, whenever, because I don't like the bright white. I always, as I say, knock it down or knock it back. So I will literally just take a little smidge of Falcon Brown and put it in the mixing whatever I'm using. That one I just used like a porcelain tray. Okay, so it's right here. You guys couldn't see me help me because it was underneath the box. So that's Falcon Brown. So white and Falcon Brown. Okay, so you see, I'm gonna leave it on this surface because now it's starting to really set, and I don't want it to lose its form. So let's dry all of the pigment, and then we'll also dry the rest of step 1 here, and then we'll put 2 down. Hi, Tracy. Yes, so it's a silver. It was silver. And I put bonding primer on it last night. And then we just did like a base paint. It wasn't supposed to be anything fancy because we're going to cover it. We've already put down step 1 of the 2-part cracking system, and now we're going to. So I just put a base color down just to put one down because you're not going to actually see any of this ivory color.
So sad to say goodbye to it.
I know, but I'm telling you, this color, and I do need to get my little detail brush so I can get like behind, but I'm going to tell you, getting the cracking system on there, I'm probably going to nick it anyways with that color and need to do touch up. So but yeah, I don't notice. I mean, I use our metallics and you see Mom use it. I don't know about the brush strokes. I've never had problems with brush strokes.
Yeah. I guess we don't typically do it over like a painted surface that often.
No. Yeah. So there's a lot of detail. I can see a little bit of the bonding primer in some areas, so that's all but I always go over these before they leave here anyways. All right, so I'm going to tell you there's still a couple of places that are not perfectly transparent as far as all the way dry, but we're going to just move it along. Again, be better than me. Don't do these same things. Because we're live, we do like push the process,
Yes.
And it's, I will tell you honestly, when I am just creating alone here, just doing it for my enjoyment, I don't do it like that. I don't rush the process in any way. I do it the way that it's recommended.
And we're showing you both because mine we're going to take really slow.
Yes.
So that's nice to have the contrast.
Mm-hmm.
Roxanne says, I have a lot of trouble with brush strokes. I need help.
Okay.
That can be a lot of things, right? Your brush, the kind of paint you're using.
The kind of paint. Mm-hmm. So what I'm thinking is to have this little cutie in here.
Oh.
And so I'm thinking we're going to go with like the more, I don't know, I wouldn't consider that like a pink really. Kind of looks like the color of the molds. Anyways.
You can find that a lot of Pentart pinks run a little purple.
Yeah, now that you say something.
That's one thing Mom really wants to do is have some different pinks made that are less. I'm not that they're bad. We just need the other ones too.
So I'm just mixing
Would gold show better with black underneath? Margaret asks.
Would what?
Would gold show better with black underneath?
This particular one, you could use a, typically with metallics, you want to put down black first. But it's not, this color is this color, black or what was white. I just did 2 coats, whereas too, if I would have put black underneath it, we probably could have gotten away with doing 1. But mainly whenever you're doing metallics, you do want to have a black base underneath, unless it's a delicate metallic.
Donna, she used on the handle and spout, she used Pigment Fix, Pentart Pigment Fix, and the Metal Pigment in Champagne Gold. And we'll have a collection up, a link with a collection to all the supplies that she used.
So I have not,
I think that's going to look pretty with that bunny.
I think so. It's going to be softer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's what I was wondering. I haven't used this one in quite a while. Can you guys see it's already cracking?
Wow. Is it different than like the cracking paste, or is it the same but colored?
It's the same, like the way the process is. It's the same. Oh, and I already did get it all up on there. I knew I was going to do that. But what I'm trying to do is not have to go over it again, but because it's thicker, we might embrace some of that white under there. So now I'm glad I painted it. So what I might do is let some of that white peek through, more of like a vintage.
Yeah, like a little distressing.
Yeah, because that's why I did it up here on the lid first. I want to see how this is going to behave for me.
Yeah, that color is really pretty.
Oh, yeah. Can you guys see this? Look. Can you see those cracks?
Ooh, exciting.
So it's not going to be like the cracking medium, if you will, and it's not going to crack down that I'm going to be able to see the white.
But can you put stuff in those cracks?
Yes. So
okay.
We are going to still go over it, go through it with some different stuff. So I'm thinking, like right here, do you guys see how there's white right there?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to leave that. I mean, I'm going to go with that all the way around.
Yeah, it gives it some dimension too.
Mm-hmm. And then we're actually going to sand some of this too. Because remember, this lends itself to furniture, this particular line. And it is, you can sand it back with the gator and distress it even more.
Does it give like a texture of a chalk paint?
Yeah, actually. You can probably even see it through the camera.
Yep.
So, all right. Probably need to clean that camera. So now I'm trying to think, how do I want to apply this? If I want to keep going with the brush or not. I don't want to stamp it on because I don't want the spongy feel. Decisions.
So in the times when you do stamp, is that just so you're not getting like a real brush stroke?
Well, it depends on how you do it, right? Because you could like put it on the sponge and drag it that way, or you can stamp it out, which will give it texture.
Okay.
But like I have, like if I'm painting a big surface, like I have this big sponge.
Yeah.
And I just dip and then just go. So I'm not having to, do 50 million brush strokes on a big surface. I just dip that in my paint.
Welcome back, Ashley. I'm glad you got home safe.
Yes. Well,
I'm proud of you for not watching us while you were driving.
Oh my gosh, Ashley.
I can't imagine anybody that would do that. Could you, Teri?
No, never.
It's dangerous.
So dangerous. I'm glad we know nobody who does that.
She said I only did a couple of donuts. I hope you're joking.
I can see her doing donuts.
Scary.
All right, let's actually.
Yeah, it was really hard on me yesterday watching David's snow blow out the window. I'm glad he doesn't hate doing it. Thank goodness. I would
No,
hate it.
I wouldn't like it at all.
No. It was a lot of snow. We got a lot of snow the last couple of days. But we've all been trapped together in this house for quite enough time. It was nice, even though it's like freezing cold. It was like 20 below today. We were like, bye, bundle up. See ya.
How you do it? 20 below, like
That's extreme. We're both trying to believe like all the bad weather is getting out of its system before we leave.
Yeah.
So that everybody will be safe and sound here.
Yeah, because that'll make it so much easier for you guys to have peace of mind.
Yes. I was making a schedule with my brother and my dad just for people to take the boys out to dinner so I can get adult eyes on them.
Aww.
While we're gone.
Make sure all limbs are intact.
Yes. But they really, Henry, my baby, my huge giant baby, every single day asks me, what day are you leaving again? What day are you leaving again?
He's so ready.
He's so ready.
He's
like,
so ready.
He goes, I don't mean to hurt your feelings or rush you. It's just, it'll be really nice to have our big brothers here for.
Now,
for
are
that.
any of the littles like a little adult?
Of my kids?
Yeah, or the two.
Well, Henry is all business. I told you he wears a tie to school every day.
Okay, you did.
He
tell
is
me,
very, very literal. Yes, he is. Yes. And he will definitely tell you like it is. Oh yeah.
He'll be the boss. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
he won't say anything mean, but he will not lie. So he will hurt your feelings.
He'll get his point across. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
he'll get his point across.
Yes.
He doesn't have to lie or be sneaky.
He speaks
or
very
do
frankly.
Mm-hmm.
Which can hurt your feelings from time to time when you don't.
Yeah, because usually that does. Because not a lot of people can handle that.
No, especially from him, from a little child.
So let me show you. Don't know why, but I've lost audio.
Can you hear me?
Somebody type in there for her to go out and then come back in.
Okay, I can hear you, so I'll do that.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, do you want me to go out and come back?
No, not you. I can hear you.
Oh, you're talking to somebody in the comments,
To
not
Marcy.
me.
Yeah.
I thought you were directing them to talk to me.
No.
Ashley says, that's me. I'm very honest and blunt. Sam said I need a tattoo on my forehead saying, don't ask my opinion. That's just it, right? Like, he's not going to just give it to you willy-nilly, but if you ask him, he's going to tell you, be prepared.
Can you guys see what's happening?
Yes.
You guys can see. Do I have something on my camera that's making us look wonky?
Why, you don't think you can see it?
It doesn't seem like it's clear as clear to me as it usually is.
Trevor strikes me as a kid who was always a little adult, kind of serious, was he?
Very serious.
Yes.
Like there's sometimes where Nick will have to go back into town or whatever, and he'll be like, oh, I'll just take Trev for you in the morning, and I'll, So I don't know why, but the other day I was like, does Trev talk to you in the morning? He's like,
Does he talk to you?
no.
Or he's just quiet? Yeah.
Right. And I said, like, he goes, no, he talked, like if I'm speaking, he obviously speaks back. But yeah, just like chit chat, no. And I'm like, yeah, I didn't think so.
Well, all of my kids have a habit and have always, like, after they're back from an activity, like a sport or marching band or whatever, of course I make David get them because I don't want to drive at night.
Right.
But I'll be already like hunkered down in my bed reading or whatever. And they would always come in my room and chat with me. Or if I'm in the car with them, they chat with me. They don't give me a lot of scoop because they are boys after all.
Yes, of course.
I'm so jealous of, well, in some ways jealous of girl moms that way because the girls do give you the scoop. Boys don't.
No.
At least my boys don't.
Trev doesn't. He certainly doesn't, because there's been some things that I have like heard them all talking about that has bothered me.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm like, Trev, why didn't you tell me? And he's like,
Yeah, they don't think to.
I was like,
well, David's always like been like a little jealous of it, and he's like, well, why didn't they tell me that? They don't tell me that. And I'm like, okay, well, you have to ask leading questions. I'm the queen of questions. That's what I do. I'm very curious about people. So I'm always asking questions, right? To the point where I'm sure it annoys them. But so he was trying that out in the car with Henry, like just in the car asking him questions about his day, and he said that Henry's was just kind of short answering him. And David's like, what's your problem? And Henry just said, I just don't really care for small talk. And it just destroyed David. He's like, oh my God. He didn't have to say it like that.
Well,
I'm like, it's just how he feels. But also, I know where he gets it from.
Well,
that is a totally David thing to say.
Yeah.
It really is. If he's done, he'll just be like, okay, let's wrap it up.
So I just went through just little bits of sanding in different spots. Just to give it a little bit of a different feel, but I actually want to grab something. Where is our Lazur pearl?
Chris, are you telling me there's going to be another storm this upcoming weekend?
Huh?
Stop. I can't take it.
I'm like, huh? Who's telling you that?
I can't take it. Well, whatever you do, don't tell David.
Don't tell her that.
Oh.
Where's it? Oh, he put them up here. I'm like, what happened to my Lazurs? No, there's no way that's all of them. Is that? Oh, it is. Nah. I can hear Trev like, don't talk about me.
Yeah.
Put them in the organized way that they should be.
Yeah.
Mom. Okay. Let's take this and put it down for a second. So I'm going to take our pearl white Lazur.
Ooh, this has to be sealed like every other cracking system, right? Okay.
Yes. But I want to see
if
we're going to play down here. I want to see if I wipe it back. Can you guys see? Oh, it's right here. Oh. Oh, it does. So it's going to give it a pearl.
Yes.
And it's going to let me.
Oh, I see. Now all of a sudden I see the cracks.
So we're going to put the pearl in there first. And then we're going to put something else in.
Oh my goodness. This is luxe. Oh, Ashley, I'm jealous. All your boys gave you the scoop all the time?
Yeah, Trevor was not like that.
That's why I chaperone everything, so I can just hear.
So I will tell you, Trev went down to LA, right, for this, like, I don't even know that it was like a concert outdoor, kind of like when they have a bunch of bands and you can see they have different set times and you just go to different ones and they're all okay.
Like a festival, like when I was young, it was Warped Tour, was like
like that. Well, apparently this was his first one. He went with a group of friends or whatever. And at one point they left him. So he just went and listened to one of his favorite bands or whatever and was just doing whatever he was doing, but he was alone.
How old was he?
Well, he's probably already maybe, I don't think he was quite 21 yet. Maybe 20, maybe he was 21.
Still, you have to at least be in a pair.
Yeah. And so I was like, and I didn't know, he didn't tell me when they came home because they stayed down there for like 3 days or whatever in LA, right? On it. And so he didn't tell me that they did that. And it actually kind of broke my heart to think, like, how can I just leave you? I think maybe they're delivering my computer.
Ooh.
So, and he was like, oh, I don't care. He goes, I was fine. I was listening to, whatever. And I was like, still, like, you don't do that.
No.
Don't leave anybody. Like, he would never.
Yeah, exactly.
Trevor would never. Like, as a matter of fact, whenever he was having, hold on a second.
Oh, don't get me wrong. My boys do, Valerie. They do talk to me. Like I said, my husband gets a little bit jealous because they do talk to me and tell me.
Oh, yeah. No,
they're just not going to tell me the scoop, like what's going on at school. What's the gossip?
Yes.
Who's
like
dating who? That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I guess that's just not on their mind. So that's why. They will talk to me about their feelings. We're a big talk about our feelings gang over here.
And that was like with Trevor, like he was like, no, it didn't bug me. But like he would never do that to anybody. Like even when we would go to like pick him up first from college at night or whatever. And one of the girls, like their mom wasn't there yet, he would stand there waiting until, their ride got there or whatever, and then he would get in the car and we would go. It didn't matter if they were friends, if he knew them, if they were just, in class together. And that's the way he would never do that to anybody. So the fact that they did that to him, I was so aggravated.
I know.
But he didn't care. I was like, I care. Like,
yes.
You don't do that.
Yes. Didn't you want to call their parents?
Oh, I wanted, because one of the guys, like they've been friends since they were in middle school.
Oh,
I wanted
that's
to
disappointing.
Tell him. Huh?
That's disappointing even more.
Yeah, exactly. So the next time I seen, I wanted to tell him, like, Trevor would never do that. But that would probably embarrass him more than anything.
That is the tough part.
Yeah. So, but I wanted to like say something because he would never do that to them. So the fact that they did that, I was so aggravated.
Oh, it's a learned thing though, that it's something you've instilled in him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Nicole.
I was so mad.
Okay. Roxanne asked, does that act like a wax?
So it's like a glaze. So you guys can see like there's now
it does
a pearlescent to it. And then it also is like, I don't know, like it knocked down that chalky feeling.
Yes. And it does have it has like it can be a sealer in the right ratio.
Yes. Right. But I'm also that was just kind of like the bottom. I don't know. I wanted that pearl to be there. Because remember, we're going to do, look how pretty.
I can't wait to see you photograph this.
Oh my gosh, all of the reflection, that's going to be so pretty. So we'll put a little bit of the gold and the umbra in the cracks, and then when we come back on Thursday, we'll do the rest. So I'll just do a little bit with you. I didn't even realize the time. Did you?
What time is it?
It's like we've only been on for 2 hours.
Nope. That explains why my dogs were barking.
I just looked up and I was like, what happened?
We're just having a good old time.
Oh my gosh. So now can you guys see?
Oh, yeah.
So now we have the pearl like glaze from the Lazur. And this was pearl white, right? And then...
Oh, this is so good.
I'm mixing a little bit of the gold and the umbra to really sink down in those.
Jeanette, she used the cracking paint system, which you can really use you can just get the cracking paint system part 2, and you could use your universal cracking primer or any step 1 of any of the cracking systems. Wow. It almost mimics the champagne, the combo of the pearl, the umbra, and the gold.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. And then again, because I distressed it more, and there's even some other places that I'm going to go back with the gator and sand back a little bit more to get a little bit more of like the vintage feel. There's like a couple of places here. And then I will go in with the small detail brush once I'm done, because see, like I knew I was going to get paint on there. That's why I didn't go in around the edges here.
Yeah.
But we'll go through all of this on Thursday. We're finished putting the umbra and the gold all over, but it's such a pretty combination, and I love how that pearl is coming through. And
you'll have some other things to show on Thursday too, right?
Yes.
It's going to be a big day on Thursday. Thursday and Tuesday.
And Tuesday. I hope that comes in. But do you guys see the flowers here and that are around? And then can you imagine just having that? I mean, you don't even have to. And we will obviously do the frame in the champagne as well. And then I think like having maybe some pretty, I don't know, we might do flowers. I want to do flowers. I don't know. I just feel like with the bunny and all of that, it should be something like have some little florals around.
Yes.
And then we did, okay, Bubs. We did do a couple of the ribbons. And these, I'm not worried about them not being pliable because they're such a thin. So, yeah, see, look.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I was thinking we'll see how it all looks and how it all comes together. But, look at how cute that might be.
I am a sucker for bows. I love them.
So, I didn't know if, like, see, no, it's not going to wrap right. This one won't. Well, if we put it upside down.
Ashley said, can Troy tell time? Because he's like, come on, ma'am. It's time.
He knows.
He knows. He knows.
I think that might be cute, but we have a lot of other bows that we can look at too. Might even be cute if it was by the handle. I don't know. So we'll play with the bows, but I wasn't worried about this forming so much because they're so thin that that'll be fine. We could heat that up, and then we need to paint the hinge. So there's still. Are you ready to come back on?
I think so. I was messing with my camera while I was off, but I don't know what it looks like.
You're upside down.
Okay, I'm fine. I'm fine.
You're fine.
It's
So
fine.
I don't.
Fine.
But let me show you guys in this camera. Oh yeah, see how you can see.
Oh yeah, it's so good. You really outdid yourself.
I just wanted to stress it like a little bit more to really pull through the white to make it look like it's intentional and not that we just like skip spots. But look at that color.
It's beautiful.
Oh,
it's so good.
I haven't done one in a while. A teapot. I don't think the last one. Whoa.
We made it almost the whole time.
No, of course not.
We're pushing our luck,
Okay,
but we did really good. So,
Yeah. Nope.
some exciting things for Thursday. We'll finish that up.
There.
I'll put part 2 crackle on. I mean, this is going to be major on Thursday. Teri's going to share the new Prima release, do some cool stuff with it. Neither one of us will have freshly washed hair, and that's going to be great for both of us.
So we aren't doing this anymore.
Yeah. So we aren't constantly.
Bananas.
I like a dirty hair. I like in this environment, I would like to say, I like a patina on my hair.
Right? Because this is like, it's the way it's doing whatever it's doing.
Fluffing, it's just not.
Bonkers.
So it's going to be major.
Well, real silver, I don't know about real silver, but it was silver. With bonded
the color silver.
Bonding primer and everything like that.
Yes,
so.
You can call us slick. That's right, Sue.
Yeah.
Or at least some texture. I'll have some texture.
Pamela, we don't have the chat bot on Decoupage Queen.
Can we get it? Should we get it?
But I don't know if we could turn it on because of the way it's set up. I think I looked before. We'll need to look.
We'll look into it.
But I will be back on my page tomorrow. Craft and Chaos, and look at the moss effect on the bird.
Yes, I love moss effect.
So we're going to continue with our birdhouse and doing that tomorrow, and then we'll be back here on Thursday to finish with. She's got step 2, which she will really be babysitting step 2 on Thursday because the pot gravity.
Yes.
You're going to see those little drippy drips wanting to happen. So,
okay. So plan accordingly for Thursday because it's going to be a lot going on.
Yeah.
That you're not going to want to miss.
Yeah. Because I was telling everybody, I'm going to need to come on earlier and then go on with Megan because I'm going to need to, because of the release. But now we could just kill 2 birds with one stone.
Yeah.
And play with all the goodies.
Yep. It's going to be a party.
Yay.
I'm excited.
Okay, everybody.
Okay, thank you.
Have a wonderful rest of your day.
Yes.
And give us a little bit, and then we'll put the link with all the products so far used.
Yes.
Up on
hopefully just a very little bit. And Teri will post a picture too, and then she'll have it all there.
Yes.
Of the finished product. Okay.
Talk to you later. Bye.